Today I'm painting Madness Within from Vanguard of War. Alright, so I start off by priming this guy in Goblin Green from the Army Painter. Now this is one of the expansions from Vanguard of War, a game by Archon Studios. And I actually have to explain myself. I actually painted this guy almost fully, but for some reason I just didn't like the way it was turning out, so I completely restarted, reprimed him, and it turns out so much better. So I start off with some dark sky, and this is for his like leathery part, wings, whatever you want to call this, between his many arms. And it was kind of weird because I didn't realize that this one was kind of watered down, and it gives that perfect fleshy kind of look to it, which is like on his artwork. It'd be much appreciated if you could follow me on Facebook at Easterlings Gaming, on Instagram at Rob the Easterling, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell right here on YouTube. Alright, now we're moving on to a metallics paint from the Army Painter, and this is Night Scales. This is going to be used on all the tubing that is on this character. So there's some around his head, his neck, and coming through his tail. So I'm assuming this guy has some sort of like robotics or something. Anyways, I don't even know what this guy is. He's just pretty cool looking. If you feel like chatting or come watch me play games, I stream on Friday nights at 9 p.m. Eastern Time on Twitch TV. You can look for Easterling79. And also you can join my Discord, which is the link will be in the description. And there people vote on paintings that I'm going to be doing. We talk about board games, miniatures, video games, D&D, all sorts of cool stuff. So take a look at my description. You'll be able to join that Discord. Alright, now we're going to use some bleached skull from D&D's marvelous pigments paints. And this is going to be for the tiny little skull that's coming out of a shell or something out of his body, or if he's holding it. Anyways, it's there, and I'm painting it with this. Now we're using some Evil Chrome, which is another metallics paint from the Army Painter. This is going to be for this weird looking skull on the back of his back. On his back, actually. So, I don't know what it is. It's got tubes coming out of it. I don't know if it's another head or just part of his armor. Alright, now we're going to use another metallics paint from the Army Painter. This is Royal Purple. This is going to be for the armor that he has on his shoulders and at the bottom near his tail, or whatever that thing is. If you like this miniature from Vanguard of War, I'm also going to be painting his minions, which are called backfires, something like that. backfires, I think. Anyways, I'm gonna be painting him next, and if I get 5 likes on this video, I'll continue doing the Vanguard of War expansions. Alright, now we're going to move on to Castle Grey, which is a paint from the Army Painter. And this is for the little stone podium that he's standing on and curling all around. Now I'm going to be using the Zombicide Green Horde paint set Horde shader, and this is just like the military shader. If you have that wash, you can use that. And I'm going to put this pretty much all over the miniature, and except for like the purple metallics. And so this is going to go into recesses, and now I'm going to do some highlighting after. Alright, now we're going to be using Wasteland soil, and I didn't realize this, but this thing is like, you need a good shaking, and I shaked it a lot, and it still comes out, like you can see here, very pale, not covering at all. So thankfully, I got myself some of those mixing balls from the Army Painter, and I added them in, and you're going to see in a few seconds what that turns out to look like. So much better. So these are the Army Painter mixing balls I use actually for all the droppers, especially the ones that come out with a lot more pigment that you have to shake too much. These mixing balls are amazing. I mean, you can get any kind you want, but these ones are really good, and you know they work well with their own war paints. So as you can see, I'm putting on that second coat of that Wasteland soil right now, and those rocks just look amazing now, and just wait till I put on a wash on them. Alright, now I'm using some scaly hide as a dry brush. So I'm using the Masterclass small dry brush, and I'm going over pretty much everything that had the goblin green, as well as some of the night sky or dark sky blue, just to highlight those corners. And dry brushing is such a great technique instead of actually highlighting everything. Now I'm going to use some pure red from the Army Painter, and this is just for his eyes, make them really sparkle. Now I'm going to use some deep shader from the Zombicide Black Plague paint set, and this is just like Strong Tone. Now Strong Tone has a hint of brown to it, but it's very dark, and it's going to give these stones and some of the metal, his metal armor, a little finishing touch to it. Alright, so there you go. This madness within is completely painted. And like I said, if you can give me 5 likes on this video, I'll continue painting some more. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell to find out when I put up more videos. Thanks for watching, guys, and now get your miniatures to the table.